Next is 9 sum A part. Show that sin 3a divided by 1 plus 2 cos 2a equals sin a. RHS or LHS sin 3a 1 plus 2 cos 2a. Use the identities. Sin 3a is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a. Cos 2a 1 minus 2 sin square a. Use these identities. Why I am using these identities? Our answer is in A only. That is only, there is a single angle, it's not double angle or triple angle. So sin 3a, use the identity in A, 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a. 1 plus 2 cos 2a in terms of sin, 1 minus 2 sin square a. So use this identity. After using the identities, see here in the numerator sin a we can take common. We are with 3 minus 4 sin square a. In the denominator we will get 1 plus 2 minus 4 sin square a. Thus it will come out to be sin a 3 minus 4 sin cube a. Here we will get 1 plus 2 3 minus 4 sin square a. This is what we can cancel, equals sin a RHS. Hence sin 3a over 1 plus 2 cos 2a equals sin a. So like that we can prove this one. Now next is 9 sum B part. Without using calculator and table, prove that sin 10, sin 50, sin 70 is 1 by 8. So this is what we want to prove. How to solve it? Go for heavy angles, higher angles. See here 10, 50, 70. 70 and 50. 70 highest, next comes out to be 50. LHS. Write this LHS. LHS as sin 70, sin 50 and sin 10. Start with LHS, go with the higher angles. Then put it as 1 by 2 into 2 sin 70 sin 50 by multiplying. Here multiply this by 2, divide by 2. So by multiplying and dividing by 2 we will get the same thing. This adjustment you have to do. into sine 10 degree. Then use the identity of 2 sine A sine B. 2 sine A sine B equals cos A plus B minus cos A minus B. Cos A plus B, when we use it, it comes out to be with the identities will come out to be with the sign. I think negative sign is also there. So this identity, if negative sign is there, we'll get it as cos A plus B minus cos A minus B. See the identity for 2 sin A sin B. For 2 sin A sin B is cos A minus B. A minus B first minus cos A plus B. So that is the identity. So here 2 sin A sin B. So it can be written as 1 by 2. First it is cos A minus B, that is 70 minus 50 minus cos A plus B, 70 plus 50, and then it is into sine of 10 degree. So be careful about the identity. 2 sin A sin B is cos minus sine first and minus cos A plus B. Cos A minus B minus cos A plus B, that is the identity, equals 1 by 2 cos 120 degree, only 20 degree, 70 minus 70 plus 120 degree into sine 10 degree equals 1 by 2 cos 20 degree, cos 120 can be written as 180 minus 60 180 minus 60 second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative, so we'll get minus of cos 60. So minus and minus plus, or otherwise you write here minus, then within bracket put minus of cos 60 for this change into sine 10. 1 by 2 cos 20 degree minus minus plus cos 60 1 by 2 into sine 10 degree equals 1 by 2 cos 20 sine 10 multiplied by sine 10, 1 by 2 cos 20 sine 10 plus 1 by 2 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4, 1 by 4 sine 10 degree equals 1 by 2 put it as 1 by 4 into 2 cos 20 sin 10. So make this adjustment here. Multiply by 2, divide by 2. Multiply by 2 and divide by 2, 2 2s are 4. I mean we'll get here 2 into 2 plus 1 by 4 sin 10 degree equals 1 by 4 cos A sin B. Identity is sin A plus B 28 and 30 degree minus sin A minus B 20 and 10, that is 10 degree. 1 by 4 sin 10. Here the identity which I have used is 2 cos A sin B is sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. So use this identity. Sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. So that is the identity to be used. Expand it. 1 by 4. This sin 30 is for 1 by 2. Sin 10 1 by 4 sin 10. 1 by 8 minus 1 by 4 by multiplying sin 10 degree 1 by 4 sin 10 degree. This is what we can cancel. 1 by 4 sin 10 degree. So this is what we can cancel. We are left with only 1 by 8 equals RHS. So be careful about the identities to be used. One identity we have used is sin 2 sin A sin B. This identity is cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. Then one more identity we have used 2 cos A sin B. Learn the identities. 2 cos A sin B is 2 sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. These are the identities to be used. Then I have solved and ninth C part. Evaluate. Limit x approaches 2 x square minus 5x plus 6 2x square minus 3x minus 2. How to solve it? First directly put x equals 2 in the given fraction. Put x equals 2. So we will get our function as 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6 2 x for 2 x for 2 minus 2. So which will give you 0 by 0. That is indeterminate. So when it is indeterminate, there are 2-3 methods, but in this case, if it is not infinity, the limit approaches is not a infinity. Transpose this 2 to the left, we will get x minus 2. Transpose this 2 to the left, we will get x minus 2. So definitely with x minus 2 numerator is divisible as well as denominator is divisible. So divide it, that is x square minus 5x plus 6 divided by x minus 2. So first dividing factor will come out to be x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6. So dividing factor will come out to be minus 3 minus 3x plus 6. Change the sign and we will get 0. Now for denominator, 2x square minus 3x minus 2 x minus 2. 2x will get here 2x square minus 2 to the 4x x minus 2. Dividing factor is now 1. So thus limit x approaches 2 can be written as in the numerator x minus 2 x minus 3. In the denominator x minus 2 2x plus 1. So this is what we can cancel. So we are getting limit x approaches 2 x minus 3 2x plus 1. This is what we will get. Now use the limit. Using the limit. No need to write now x approaches 2. For x put 2. For x put 2. So which will come out to be minus 1 by 5. So which is our required answer. So just see, when you are getting 0 by 0 means indeterminate, we have 3 methods. So here in this method, when limit approaches is given to be 2, transpose to the left. So then with x minus 2, divide the numerator and denominator. After dividing, put it in the factors. X minus 2 we can cancel. Whatsoever is left in this, put limit x equals 2. So after putting x equals 2, overall we are getting minus 1 by 5. Next, section C, 10 sum A part. Solve for xy using the determinant method. X plus y is 9, x minus y plus 3z is 2, 4y minus 3z minus 5 is 0. Now how we will solve this sum? X plus y, here x, y, z, there y, z. It means z is also there in the equation. Though z is not there in the first, but in the second it is there, in the third it is there. It means it is with the 3 variables x, y, z. Z is not given, put it as 0, z equals 9. For second, x is there, y is there, z is there, equals 2. For the third equation, x is not there, 0x, y is there, z is there, equals 5. transpose this 5 to the right. Your left should be with the variables. Take out constants to the right side. So then, first find its determinant, note it by delta. 1, 1, 0, that is x column. 1, minus 1, 4, y column. 0, plus 3, minus 3, z column. So like that you are supposed to write the value of a delta, that is determinant of x column, y column, z column. Find its value. So you can solve it the way you want. One, 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 4, 0, 3 minus 3. Repeat first two columns. Then find the value. Plus 3, 0, multiply 3, 3, minus 3, plus 12, 0. Which will come out to be 3, then we will get minus 9, that is minus 6. So overall it will come out to be minus 6. The value of delta, that is the value of the determinant from the equation, will come out to be minus 6. Now come for delta x. Delta x means replace x column by the constant values. Replace x column by the constant values. That is x column 9, 2 and 5. Now replace x column by 9, 2 and 5, y column as it is, z column as it is. Find its value. Now this value you can find yourself. This value will come out to be minus 63. You can solve it yourself now, as the first one I have solved. Then for y, delta y, replace the y column. Now replace y column of delta by the constants. X column as it is, put y column as 9, 2, 5. Z column as it is. Now solve it. So after solving, you will get its value as 6. Then delta z, replace the z column now. X column of the delta as it is, y column of the delta as it is. Now replace the z column by the constants. 925 and solve it. By solving, the value of z will come out to be 18. Delta z will come out to be 18. See, I have solved the first value properly. Then direct I have written delta x is 60, delta y is 6, delta z is 3. So now x equals delta x by delta. Delta x minus 60, delta minus 6, the value will come out to be 10. Y, delta y by delta, delta y is 6, then delta minus 6 minus 1, z, delta z by delta, delta z is 18 and delta is minus 6 minus 3. So thus we are getting the answer as 10 minus 1 minus 3. We can verify it also. How we can verify? Where we are having these three entries x, y, z, put it there, then answer should come out to be true. X is 2, that is 10. Y is minus 1. See here, x 10, y minus 1, 11, z minus 3, 11 minus 3, 2, so right side is also 2. So hence our answer is true. Like that you can solve. So first put it equations carefully here. In the first z is not there, in the second all are there, in the third x is not there. For missing elementary, for the missing element you have to put 0. Here x, y, z is missing, put 0. X, y, z all are there. Third one, x is not there, 0x. 4y minus 3z, transpose this 5 to the right side. So like that you will get. Then first go for delta, that is all the columns, x columns, y columns, z columns. Find its value, then put here delta x. Replace x entry, that is x column, by the right side. Solve it, delta y, replace the y column by the constants, then solve it. For delta z, replace the z column by the constant, then solve it. X will come out to be delta x by x, y is delta y by y or delta y by delta, z is delta z by delta. So like that you can solve it. Find the inverse of a 3 minus 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2. How to find the inverse? To find the inverse, first you are supposed to find a determinant. If it comes out to be 0, inverse is not possible. That is, go for a determinant. 3 minus 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2. Now find its value. Then you can find the way. 3 minus 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 3 1 1 0 2 1 2 minus 2 3 1 1 0 multiplied in cross, that is primary diagonals. 6 plus 3 1 0 comes as 0. You can expand it your way. One more way is there. If you feel that one is easy, you can apply that. Minus secondary diagonals. Minus 4 0 plus 6. So which will come out to be 9 minus 2, that is 7. Just write down the elements, repeat the first two, primary diagonal and then secondary, minus secondary diagonals. Product of the primary diagonals, that is 6, 1 1 3 3, 2 minus 2 0 0, minus secondary diagonal 1 minus 2 2, 1 minus 2 and 2 minus 4, 3 1 0, 2 1 3 6. So overall we will get 9 minus 2, that is 7. It's not equal 0. Therefore inverse is possible. Then you have to find the cofactors. See, it is very important how to find the cofactors. You may do the mistake there. Cofactor of our first element is 3 equals. See how you will do it. See it carefully, leave a little bit space. Then write the entry as, cut the row, cut the column. Open it like determinant 2 minus 0, that is 2. See once again, cofactor of 3, row and column, 2 and 0. So 2 minus 0, 2. Then cofactor of minus 2, row and column, 2 minus 0. Cofactor of 3, row and column, row and column, 1 minus 2, minus minus plus 2, that is 3. Cofactor 1, cut the row, cut the column, minus 4, minus 3. Cofactor